Welcome everybody to our show. This is Custom Fab Garage on our channel Octane TV on YouTube. Make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button, and on top of that make sure that you hit the notification bell so that you can get all the new content that comes out weekly and even every day. This is what we're going to be working on today. Ford Focus, removing the door panels. These are the rear door panels, so we're going to be taking these out using speaker adapters and speaker wiring harness adapters and new speakers to replace the factory speakers in these. These are the parts that we're going to be using. These are the 725602. We have one pair for the front, one pair for the rear, and then we're using the 825605 speaker adapters. We're going to have one pair for the front, one pair for the rear. So these are all the parts that we're going to be using besides the speakers that we're going to be doing inside this. The speakers that we're going to be doing in the rear, which are the 2000 series ADC X623s from Audio Dynamics. We'll kind of show you a little more with the box open and when we're putting the speakers in, what they look like on the front and back, but these are the speakers we're going to be using. And in the front, we'll be using a component system. Here's the speaker outside of the box. Really nice, well-built speaker by far. I'm going to start using these coaxials for almost everything that we do. They are very well built, very nice looking speakers, so we will at least be using the 2000 series and up from now on, because these are really good speakers by far, especially on the quality and how good they sound. So these are what we're going to be using on the rears, and then we'll be doing a component on the front. Okay, what we're going to be doing first is we're going to pull this little panel out here to get behind there to be able to get the bolt and screw out. That will come out first, and then this piece right here we're going to pull up on. We'll probably use a plastic pry tool, pull this up right here. So just want to let you know those are the two steps that you have to do to be able to get behind to get everything to remove for the door panel. We took our hook tool, got behind here and pulled this off. We kind of got up here in this corner, so we didn't want to mar the plastic with the pick tool. So kind of got up here and pulled down, and it just came right off. So that gets us to our Torx. It looks like a T30, so we're going to take that out. We took this out. It's actually a T25. So there's the T25 taken out, and now we're going to work on this piece down here. Okay, so we got this piece up. What we did was we took our plastic pry tool and we pried up. Just be very careful. You do not want to mess up a customer's plastic around here. This one already had a big old gouge in it. So we pulled this up. It's very tough. It's really hard to pull up, but there's all the clips on the back side. So we'll want to unplug this plug right here. And we got another T25 there and another T25 in there. And then that'll be able to take everything off so we can take the door panel off. We pulled the door panel off. You just pull it directly off. Now the top, you're gonna have to finagle a little bit to get off, but here's what the back side looks like. These are all the pop pieces right here. I'm missing one here and one here because they flew off, so I gotta get them. They went underneath my car and one's stuck into the door. So that's basically what the door panel looks like off. It is really hard to pull off if it's the first time it's been pulled off. And then there's what it looks like behind, and that gets us right here to the speaker. So that's pretty much what everything looks like. Now these things right here came off, so I'm probably gonna have to take them back off or put them back on. A lot of newer vehicles use these to snap the top part in there, so we might have to take that back off and put it back on. Next, we're gonna unplug this harness up here on the top. We're gonna unplug that. Boy, it's really tough to get off. There you go. Unplug that. And then we've got these, look like 7mm. We're gonna take all 3 of these off. That way we can pull the speaker out. So just FYI, these are 5.5mm. Ford absolutely loves to do 5.5mm. I don't know why, but they are all 3 5.5mm. So we're gonna take those out. Don't know why they enjoy doing 7, 8, 5.5, 10. Makes no sense to me at all. And those are all 3 taken out. Now we can take this factory speaker out. There we go. It's got a little plug in here. There we go. And there's the actual factory speaker right here. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's a 25 watt. It's even got looks like a built-in capacitor or whatever. That's crazy. 4 ohms. These actually aren't the worst speakers I've ever seen. Actually not bad at all looking. They don't sound bad at all. That's kind of what's crazy is I'm replacing these and they actually don't sound bad, but I want to put something in here we can put some serious power to. So not bad at all. We got the speaker adapter mounted. We ran everything all through up here. We drilled a hole in the top. That way the harness can plug into that harness there on the outside. We got everything all screwed into the speaker adapter. I'm gonna put some Dynamat on the door just to kind of help. But that this thing should be pretty much plug and play right there. We'll zip tie everything up and screw it right back in. We all should be good. We went ahead and laid some Dynamat over here. I'm actually gonna take Dynamat and put it all the way around this seal, but we went ahead and bolted it in. There's 3 bolts in here to mount the aftermarket METRA speaker adapters into here. And I can't stress this enough, do not try to screw these in here without these adapters. You have to have these adapters to make it work. I screwed the hole in here for the actual speaker adapter. Please try to use these as well. I mean, for what these cost and what these cost, you can buy them. They'll be in the link below. It's pennies on the dollar to cutting up harnesses and cutting up your door. It mounts exactly like factory. You also want to make sure you zip tie everything to the factory harness up here, because if this thing's just dangling around, you're going to hear it in the door panel. It's going to rattle, it's going to make noises. So I'm going to go ahead and run some Dynamat around this seam around here just to make it airtight. I screwed every screw in. You want this to be as mounted as possible, best foundation, because that's going to give you the best sound. So getting ready to put this all back together. So this is the oddest thing I've ever seen in 25 years of doing this. This is my passenger rear. This is my driver rear. There's a massive difference in both of these speakers. And these are factory. I just took these out. This is honestly a 1 to 2 year old car. I mean, what the hell? Why would they look at what? This doesn't make any sense. Why in the world they would put 2 different speakers as the rear speakers? Makes absolutely no sense to me, but they probably think nobody's ever gonna notice. But there's a massive difference in the build quality. This one's like a rubber with plastic, and this one's paper with foam. That's so insane to me.